Lions TV, this is a post-match analysis video for yesterday's battling, very impressive 2-1 win over Middlesbrough at the Den. Imagine not only having a fan channel, but being sponsored by Ladbrokes, and then a week before Christmas, predicting not only the correct score, but also the scorers for your team, and they're not backing it. What a wally. Let's take a look at the 11 to start the match. In goal, Jordan Archer, no comment. At right back, Marlon Romeo. At left back, Ramsey Street's finest is James Meredith. They're going from strength to strength in the centre of defence. It's Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper. Jed Valar on the right. The man formerly known as Young Bag on the left. In central midfield, George Saville. And he covered more grass than a Flymo yesterday, Ryan Tunnicliffe. And up front, the contract killer, Steve Morrison and Lee Gregory. Listen, make no mistake, that was a fantastic performance yesterday. The scoreline flatters Middlesbrough in a big way, I feel. We could have been out of sight 3-4-0 by half-time. In a weird contrast to that, Middlesbrough started the game really, really well. It's similar to me, the Norwich game. They dominated possession. They knocked the ball back lovely. They looked like a top side in this division. They're entitled to be. £50 million they spent in the summer. But we grew into the game, and when we got our chances, we took them. It was a brilliant game. It was a brilliant performance. And what I'm loving about it at the minute is a lot of people are echoing it. They're not, a lot of people are clocking onto the same sort of things and saying, I called it at the time. I've seen it on Twitter. Someone called it. That tackle that Ryan Tunnicliffe put in. Listen, before we go mad, Ryan Tunnicliffe gave the ball away for a Son Malomba to score that got disallowed. But from that point on, he was outstanding. And that tackle set the tone for the whole game. We went on from there. Ryan Tunnicliffe, brilliant assist for Jed Wallace. Jed Wallace rolls it into the net. Just a comfortable finish underneath the goalkeeper. And we're 1-0 up. And again, similar to Norwich, 5 minutes later, at the time, my mince pies deceive me these days. I'm not sure whether Saville's jingled through people, but he hasn't. He sort of fell through people and rolled it into the net. 2-0, and we're looking comfortable for half-time. Aidan O'Brien could have put the icing on the cake. Jed runs sort of beyond him, but running right behind Jed was Tunnicliffe, as made up some tremendous ground, and Lee Gregory were there to roll it in. But, that would have been all hell broke loose, wouldn't it, before half-time. But we went at the break 2-0. We come out for the second half, and yes, we did sit back. But again, as I've said before, we sit back, but these teams, they're going to come on to you. £50 million worth of talent, been in the Premier League for a long time. They've got the likes of Stuart Dan, and they've got the likes of Fabio, Champions League winner with Man United. They're going to come at you, and we're going to try and contain the pressure. It's what we do best. But a shot from distance, and what can I say? Listen, I'm getting to the point now where I'm not even angry about it. I was going to put it on Twitter yesterday morning. Archer's going to play today, and he's going to fuck up. Now, I don't want to be seen to be putting pressure on our goalkeeper, but I kid you not, this has been going on for a long, long time. Since I started the channel, he's been making all sorts of mistakes, and I love our manager. He's proved me wrong tactically. He's taken us, even he's got people doubting him now and people slagging him off. He's taken us to unbelievable new levels. Like Tony Thomas said yesterday on his post-match, forget Chris Wilder, forget all these young managers that are coming through. Why does Neil Harris never get mentioned? We've come up there against £50 million. We've never spent £50 million in the whole eternity of Millwall Football Club since 1885. Not even close. Not even close. So Neil Harris deserves all the plaudits, but he is killing himself. He's killing the team. And he's slowly killing my will to live by keep playing this goalkeeper. And I'm not going to mention it from now on because I don't want to be, oh, you're putting pressure on him. You've got an audience. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I honestly, I cannot believe it. And I'm lost for words. So what I'm going to do from now is I'm going to remove myself from the Jordan Archer situation because I just don't want to be involved anymore. I'm not even angry. I'm expecting it in every game. And he needs to be dropped. Other than that, we're not far off. Tunnicliffe yesterday was superb. Sat with Derek, one of the villains on House of Fun apparently. So that's why we got on so well. But yeah, Tunnicliffe was superb yesterday. It's the best he's been for us, I thought, to be fair. But is that because Williams is breathing down his neck? I don't want to dislike any player in our team, at our club. I think out of probably 20, there's 4 I don't rate. And those 4 I don't rate are probably Shane Ferguson, Jordan Archer, Tom Elliott. That's probably it, really. Other than that, I think everyone's got a future at the club. I think it's moving in the right direction. So I'm not hating on anyone. You're never going to have a fan like every single player there is. It's a talking point. It's not a point that I'm raising to try and get views. If I did that, I'd just go straight in, gung-ho, or go for the manager, or go for the chairman. There's players that you do like, there's players that you don't like. And for me, I can't believe, I can't believe what I'm seeing between the sticks. But listen, let's leave that there. It is what it is. I ain't even going to mention it again. No, you won't hear me mention it again ever, because I'm bored of it. And I don't want to be seen as if I'm half digging a geezer out, because I'm sure Jordan Archer is a lovely, lovely man. I don't know him, and I wish him nothing but the best and a lovely Christmas, but he cannot play in goal for our club anymore. It cannot go on. He has cost us 15 goals last year, 7 probably in the run-up to the playoffs when we lost to Barnsley, and this year probably 6, 7, 8, 9 even maybe goals. People go, yeah, you're mad, he made an unbelievable save at Wembley. What I'll say is this: we used to take Mini-Me to the vets when he was about six years old, and we stick him in goal, and the boys being animals would ping balls at him, and one day he dived full length and tipped around the post. The best save you've ever seen. It don't make you as a goalkeeper. It doesn't define you. You get judged on the amount of mistakes you make, and it's just all over the place with his footwork. I could go on. Let's leave it there. But listen, let's just focus on the positives. I did the Actung Millwall podcast yesterday with Nick Hart, and at half-time he said to me, you know, pick a standout player. I couldn't, because there wasn't anyone that was that superb. They just all did their job. You know, Nick summed it up perfectly. He said they had grit, determination, and a real Millwallness about them. Now, what I want Millwallness to be put in the dictionary, because it's a brilliant term, and if you're a Millwall fan, you'll know exactly what it means. We said again afterwards, you know, it was, when the game ended, I enjoyed that more than the 4-0 against Norwich, because we had to hold on, we had to show our grit, we had to show our determination, we had to show our Millwallness, we had to dig in, and the fans responded. Listen, this is a brilliant season. Make no mistake, our first season back in the Championship. And if we can consolidate for the first 2 seasons, you know, as we said, I said to Nick, a full-time, dare we dream. I tell you what, it was another brilliant den day yesterday. Another proper Millwall, gritty performance. It was brilliant. Loved every minute of it. Thanks to Barry Bongo Perkins, the Tanda Donis, for having me in his executive box. Thanks to Nick Hart again for having me on the outstanding podcast, Actung. And listen, out of our last 3 games, we've had 7 points. Middlesbrough at home, Sheffield United at home, and Aston Villa away. This is 3 outstanding results from an outstanding team with a brilliant young manager. Things are looking up. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.